Hi, I'm going to catch a retracement today. And a warm welcome to one and all. For those of you not seen me before, my name is Langers. I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy Trader. And behind me, the love of my life, Winky, who, because of the way the office is laid out, has to sort of have their back to you. Oi, turn around. Show the world how pretty you are. What a good girl you are. Right, okay. The charts have fired up quite well this morning. One of my favourite trades is a retracement. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fire them up and we're going to see if we can make some money. Okay, what I'm looking at is pound JPY. Now I did mention this last night to some of the guys I connect with. I'm going to strip it back to nothing and I'll build it up in front of you. Now there's many ways you can trade. When you see something like this, where it's just fell off the cliff, literally, done, it can't sustain that. But within it, if I just make this a bit bigger so you can see it, you can see that it's fell off, but down here, if you were to draw a zone in, just for argument's sake, across there, I'll just change the colour of that. There you are. It only just tagged it, it never closed in it, and now it's pushing away. So is it reasonable to assume that this level's holding? Yeah, it is. Now I use higher levels and I place a lot of emphasis on that. And I already know this is correct. But that's the first thing you want to be looking at. You want to look to see if it's testing a zone. Now that could be on anything. It could be on a daily, it could be on a 4 hour. The higher the better. Where else has it gone? Well, it's up here, isn't it? So you can put another zone in. Just like so. So up there. And if you sort of engulf that top section, there's another area. Now you've got all of this area here to get into a trade. From there to there. Simple stuff, you know. And why not? So just drop it down a time frame. Let's have a look, see what's going on. Well, you can see now it's caught between two zones. It's had a nice sell-off. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, the sign's pushing down this way. But could this be an ignition to go to the upside? Well, let's have a look. Let's drop the moving average on. And we can sort of get a gauge of what's going on. I like to use an 8. Why do I use an 8? Because an 8 is a good barometer of what's going on. Well, it's now broke, for all it's gone over, it is now broken that level and it's come for a test. So this is sort of like the push strategy, if you like. I already decided that I'm going long. I've waited for the break. There's a break there, it's tested, but it closed underneath. So you waited for it to come back, which is here. All right. And now we're just looking at this candle to make a decision as to whether or not we want to get in. Based on a 15-minute push strategy, I can put an order there and ride it up for however much. So let's have a look. Drop it down onto a 5 so I can see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles back from that point. There is an entry, which is there. Basically the top of that, just like so. And I can drop some orders in on the wheel. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's have a look. So I'm going to be a buyer. I'm going to go 10 pips. 15 pips. I'm also going to go 25 pips. Just like so. Boom. All in the same place. All based off that. Alright. So I can get rid of that 8 EMA because I don't want it anymore. Don't need it. This is all opened up. Happy days. And that's it. Now I can move backwards, and I'm quite prepared to sort of add extra orders. I could go another 2 orders this way, add a push 3 before it starts maxing, well, putting my margin at a point where I don't want it to be, and just let it ride out. That is about as simple a setup as you get, guys. But that's all that is. That's the setup and the trigger. The next part is manage. So what I'll do is I'll run it out and I'll catch you at the end. Okay, guys. Let's just flip that back. Okay, guys. Close my orders off. And why was that? Well, it was very simple. I marked out roughly where I safely wanted it to get. Let it retrace. Entered the market again. A little bit of scruffy madness. So I've scaled out, cashed out, got some money. Kept some runners going, which the steam is running out. It's now 3:30. I'll be leaving the office in maybe 10 minutes or so. And I don't want to really carry this overnight, which is why I've done it. But if you have a look to see what we have done, there you go. All off that one trade, 417. I can live with that. And all I've been doing is bouncing the price, but keeping the same trade going. So if you think, if you're trying to hold from there up to there, it's a hard game. But if you're bouncing the price like what you just watched me do, you're constantly banking money over and over and over. And if anything does go wrong, that banked money pays it off. And that's the thing with trading. It's not mechanical, not in the sense that is sold to you guys. It's about managing trades. So if you bear with me just a second. And that's all I do all day. I find a market, maybe 1, 2 markets at best. I look for a certain set of criteria and then I trade it. But I manage my time in segments, and those segments of time is what pays me, just like any other job, because ultimately that's what this is. It is a job, you know. And I know there's a lot of people don't get the way that I trade, but if you talk to any of the guys in the squad and they see it firsthand and then they do it themselves, they start to understand what it is that I do. It's not easy, because trading is not easy. And what I mean by that is the mental side of it. It's very difficult to concentrate and think to yourself, right, I'm going backwards to go forwards. It's a hard concept to get around your head. But once you understand it, it's easy. The mechanics behind the trading is easy. Like I say, it's always a mind game, because fear and greed are horrendous emotions to deal with. So there we go. Nice, simple. Good day today. Do it all again tomorrow. Got a little bit of work on the rotation to do when I get home, because it's had its moments today. But again, another piece in the puzzle. So remember, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.